diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing.
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
That's reeled in. It's Tillman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Past the 45. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Got him, and nobody's close. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have...
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They go to the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Making side adjustments here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27. The The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peppers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have the talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accept.
Turning it off! He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Big fella moving.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd.
Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for space. It's Parker. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. To throw, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fights off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. a solid return.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Huskers have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Under fire. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Under fire. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got...
Touchdown, Huskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Remaining seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Breaks into the open. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
The play call offensively, they knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Turns on the Jets. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Ingram. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Huskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Tillman. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Kept it, and he's past the mark. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only...
Touchdown, Iowa! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Iowa, 21.
He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. Hey, he's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. And that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Right on the money. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Wants to throw again. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep... Intercepted deep in his own end. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. With the catch, it's Tillman. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the pass. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wide open downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Backed up now, here's second and long. And they'll take a knee. It'll be third and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.